next we have on the agenda, speech 2 will be Michael. And his is speech number
6.
6? Okay. And the title is To Forgive and Forget.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters. It's really, really good to see you all again, see your faces again. As I was preparing to do this speech number 6 on vocal variety, I had chose forgiveness. It's been on my mind a lot as a topic, just forgiveness. And I kind of realized that I'm kind of fortunate in a way, because I don't really have any major things that's ever happened to me as far as somebody really did me wrong. Nobody really did me wrong yet. So nobody's really done me that wrong. So I can feel pretty comfortable that, I haven't been really hurt. On the flip side, alternately, there's people who have, and I mean in a major catastrophic way. And when I say that, what that means to me is it would be so easy for me to get up here and say, well, if somebody does something bad to you, forgive them, because that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to forgive somebody when they do us wrong. But to me, it's not that easy. There's each of you in your own mind can think. Hopefully it didn't happen to you, but you can each probably think of something bad that's happened where it's just in my mind. There's a thing that happened in Pennsylvania in 2006 with some Amish people, and it doesn't get much worse, but the example there is that the Amish people were able to just forgive. They didn't put up flowers and memorials and everything. I think it was a schoolhouse involved. They tore it down. Reached out to the people, to the family of the person that was responsible, and showed them compassion and love. These are the victims that did that. Showed them compassion and love. I don't think I could do that. I wish I could. I want to be able to do that. That's what it's all about to me. My own situation in comparison to that is light. Wherever I go, people used to wonder and look at me, especially little kids. Did he play basketball? They would ask. They don't do that anymore. I guess I look too old for that. They used to. And there was a story. There was a time when that's all I did. So when it came time to go out for the basketball team at school, the guy was a tyrant. Just this week, I think there was a coach throwing balls at people. That's nothing compared to what this guy was doing to us. Now, I never had anything to do with him. Never got close to him. Never spoke to him. Always looked at him like, don't you even think about it. Don't even think about it. Because you can communicate with people without saying anything. So I would look at him like, don't even think about it. And he would hit people and break ribs and tie people up and do all this kind of stuff. So one day, I decided I'd had enough of that. And he never bothered me, never hit me. But what he did do is he forced me to make a decision. And that decision was, I'm going to just walk away from this. Now, up to that point, I never said anything to the guy. So I took my little practice uniform and everything and gave it to one of my buddies. And I said, here, give this back to him. And from that day on, I never had the chance to play basketball like my brothers played, because I didn't want to go through all that. I didn't want to go through that. And I ended up for years holding a grudge against him. I held a grudge. I held it for a long time. held a grudge. And guess who that grudge hurt? It hurt me. Because if we get hurt by somebody, if somebody hurts us and does us wrong, and we hold that in, and we let that fester, and we let that anger build, that's just going to turn on us. The coach, may he rest in peace, he probably didn't know I was mad. He didn't care. But as long as I was willing to carry that around, well then that was going to hurt me, not him. So it took a long time, but I forgave him. I let it go. I let go of it. You've heard the phrase an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. Gandhi said if there's an eye for an eye, the whole world's going to be blind. The whole world's going to be blind. We can't hold on to grudges, that anger, that poison that can get in our system. If we do that, it's going to destroy us. So I know it's hard to do, and I'm admitting that if somebody was to wipe out my family in some senseless, violent act, I'd have a hard time forgiving them. But I think I'd try. Because to forgive them is not going to change the past. Not going to change what happened. But it is going to change the future. It's going to change my future. Because I'm the one that has to go forward. I'm the one that has to live on. So I'm also going to keep in mind that it's important that I forgive myself and that we forgive ourselves. Because we're not perfect. We might have done something to somebody along the way and not realized it. And they might hold some little slight grudge against us. So I'm going to forgive them. So we need to forgive ourselves and know that forgiveness means letting go of the past. Letting go of the past. F. Scott Fitzgerald once said, "Forgotten is forgiven."